Sådan, Danish Verbs. This is number 8. And today I have these verbs for you. Maybe you already watched 1 to 7. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, that's okay. You can always go back and watch them some other time. If you go back and watch them some other time, that's fine too. Okay, so basically just gonna go through these verbs and give you some example sentences. Okay, så den første, hvad har vi her? At gøre rent. Okay, at gøre rent, that is of course to clean, to make clean. At gøre rent. Gøre rent. Hvor tit gør du rent? Hvor tit gør du rent? Hvor tit gør du rent? How often do you clean? Like a house. You don't say this about your face or body or anything. This is about the house and stuff like that. Hvor tit gør du rent? Okay. Vi gjorde rent, fordi vi kedede os. Vi gjorde rent, fordi vi kedede os. Vi gjorde rent, fordi vi kedede os. We cleaned because we were bored. Vi kedede os. We were bored. Vi gjorde rent. And this is of course the past tense. Hvor tit gør du rent? How often do you clean? Vi gjorde rent, fordi vi kedede os. We cleaned because we were bored. Det var at gøre rent. Så har vi at slå græs. At slå græs is what? It's also something related to the house or maintaining your property. At slå græs is to mow the lawn, right? So you got the lawnmower, you got that's definitely not the sound, but anyway. So at slå græs, to beat grass, that's the literal translation. At slå græs, so you mow the lawn. Hvornår har du sidst slået græs? Hvornår har du sidst slået græs? Hvornår har du sidst slået græs? When was the last time, or when have you last? When did you last mow the lawn? Hvornår har du sidst? So this is of course present perfect. Hvornår har du sidst slået græs? Altså, græsset skal jo slås en gang imellem. Græsset skal jo slås en gang imellem. Altså, græsset skal jo slås en gang imellem. The grass has to be, I was about to say beat. The lawn has to be mowed sometimes. You gotta do that sometimes. So skal jo slås, that is the passive. It has to be done. Græsset skal jo slås. Alright, cool. En gang imellem. Once in a while. Hvad er den næste? Det er at begynde. At begynde, that is of course to begin. Right? At begynde. At begynde. Jeg begynder at blive lidt utålmodig. Jeg begynder at blive lidt utålmodig. I'm starting to get a little impatient. Right? Jeg begynder at blive lidt utålmodig. Maybe I should mute that sound. Jeg begynder at blive lidt utålmodig. I start to get a little impatient. Hun begyndte at fløjte. Hun begyndte at fløjte. She started or she began whistling. Maybe you do it better than me. Hun begyndte at fløjte. Right? That's what it is. Jeg begynder at blive lidt utålmodig. Hun begyndte at fløjte. Nice. I think that I don't need to tell you guys like the tense every time. You can see that this is the present tense and begyndte, that te ending. If you've been learning Danish for a while, you know that this is the past. Begyndte. Super. Okay, hvad er den næste? Den næste er at starte. At starte, to start. And this is a little bit hard, well, not to pronounce, not to conjugate, but it's a little bit hard to differentiate, to tell the difference between begynde and starte. Like, how do you know which one to use? It's with time, you know, it has kind of evolved such that they are, to a certain extent, interchangeable, that you can use them both. And there are some cases where one is better than the other, and I would generally say that when you are starting, like activating, initiating a process that you're not like a part of, like a machine or something, or a show, then I would say start and not begynde. But there are so many cases where you can use both. They really overlap a lot. And many Danish people, if you ask them, should I say begynde, should I say starte? I might have some idea, but they're not going to be able to explain it, because they kind of become one in some sense. Anyway, got some examples here. Skal vi ikke starte med dig, Viggo? Skal vi ikke starte med dig, Viggo? Skal vi ikke starte med dig, Viggo? Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like, why don't we, or shouldn't we, shall we not? Let's do that. Skal vi ikke starte med dig, Viggo? And so, like, maybe there's a group of people, like everybody has to share their experiences or whatever, their anger issues, and then the first one is Viggo, right? Like, you go first. Skal vi ikke starte med dig? Okay, vi starter med dig. Okay, det er fint. Alright, cool, ja. Nu starter jeg maskinen. Nu starter jeg maskinen. Now I'm starting the machine. And I kind of mentioned this before, like something with machines, technology and stuff like that. Generally, it will be starte, right? Nu starter det. Yeah, it's like the thing is starting on its own. Nu starter det hele. Okay, så har vi den her at slutte. At slutte, that is like to end. But I gotta say that most of the time, you will not see the verb like slutte. Sometimes, but a lot of the time you will see just slut, and like SLUT, which I can't even write here, because then YouTube will think, oh, that's a bad word in English, we can't have that. It's not bad in Danish at all. Slut is just the end. But anyway, so this is what it is, to end or to finish. Vi slutter med en sang. Vi slutter med en sang. Vi slutter med en sang. We finish off with a song. It's the last thing we do. Vi slutter med en sang. Yeah, it's nice. Den sluttede lidt tidligt. Den sluttede lidt tidligt. It ended a bit early. Den sluttede lidt tidligt, ikke? Relative to your expectation. Den sluttede lidt tidligt. Så har vi den her. At ende. At ende. So you could say, ende is also to end. I think this is kind of easy. At ende. At ende. Yeah. So what do we think at ende? Could say, ingen ved, hvordan det ender. Ingen ved, hvordan det ender. So it's like nobody knows how it's going to end. Right? Like, could be a little thing, or could be a small thing. It could be anything, like any kind of situation. Ingen ved, hvordan det ender. Ja. Det endte med, at jeg gik hjem. Det endte med, at jeg gik hjem. It ended up with me going home. Right? So this is like the final result was, like in the end, what happened was. Det endte med something. Det endte med. I guess that maybe one day I have to make another video just talking about like how you say ending, finishing, like wrapping up, and also beginning, starting, initiating, because it deserves some more time. Today is kind of brief and shallow because I have other verbs too, but you could definitely say more about ende and slutte. There's also afslutte. I didn't include here, but you could say a lot about these verbs. So yeah. Nå, move on. Det er at stoppe. At stoppe. And that is, well, to stop. That's kind of easy. At stoppe. Kan du ikke stoppe med det der? Kan du ikke stoppe med det der? Kan du ikke stoppe med det der? Will you please stop that? And like, knock it off. Like someone is doing something, you're like, what the hell? It's not cool. You can say, kan du ikke stoppe det der? Yeah. Eller vil du være sød at stoppe, if you want to be more diplomatic and polite. It depends on your temper and personality type, I suppose. Stoppe. Kan du ikke stoppe med det der? Stoppe. Det er umuligt at stoppe den onde mand. Det er umuligt at stoppe den onde mand. It is impossible to stop the evil man. Yeah. But I realized that I should add something that's not infinitive, because I have stoppe twice. It's not so creative. So I should say, vi stoppede ham. Yeah. Vi stoppede ham. We stopped him. Right? He was evil. He was purple. He had something. He had the power. He had the power. But we stopped him. So yeah. Vi stoppede ham. Okay, cool. So that is one word for stopping. There's also this one. This is at stanse. At stanse. So stanse is also stop, but typically this is used for like physically stopping, like an object, a train or someone moving. Right? Stanse. You'll see it here. Hey, stands lige. Hey man, hey. Stands lige. Stands. Hey, stands lige. Right? I'm trying to say it in a natural way, but it's hard when I'm so close to the microphone. Hey, stands lige. Yeah. So like, hey, stop, slow down. Right? Like hit the brakes. Stands. Kan du også sige, hvorfor stansede du? Hvorfor stansede du? Like, why did you stop? Again, there's no context, but just imagine you're in the car and then suddenly the other person, the driver, is like, just stopping for no reason. You don't know the reason. It's like, hey, hvorfor stansede du? Stansede, right? Because it's the past tense. Hvorfor stansede du? Okay, så har vi at opfinde. At opfinde is to invent, like new stuff. At opfinde. Jeg opfinder ting for sjov. Jeg opfinder ting for sjov. Jeg opfinder ting for sjov. I invent things for fun, like for the fun of it. Right? It's recreational, it's just for good times. Jeg opfinder ting for sjov. Okay, it's very nice. And you have, hvem var det, der opfandt computeren? Hvem var det, der opfandt computeren? Who was it that invented the computer? Hvem var det, der opfandt computeren? Okay, very nice. Opfandt. Okay. Har vi at skabe? At skabe, that is of course to create. At skabe. And I know that skabe is also closets. Like it's skabe, closet, skabe, closets. But you can look at the context. At skabe, to create. Det er vigtigt at skabe et godt arbejdsmiljø. Det er vigtigt at skabe et godt arbejdsmiljø. Understand? Det er vigtigt at skabe. It is important to create a good working environment. Right? Arbejdsmiljø. Det er vigtigt at skabe. It is important to create. Skabe. Hun var skabt til at være præsident. Hun var skabt til at være præsident. Right? She was created or made to be president. So this is like a set phrase. Skabt til at være og skabt til at gøre. You're made. It was like your destiny. skabt til at være. Hun var skabt til at være præsident. Very nice. Så har vi at synge. At synge, synge, synge. To sing. At synge. At du synger på en anderledes måde. Du synger på en anderledes måde. Du synger på en anderledes måde. You sing in a different way. So that's what it is. You sing in a different way. Du synger på en anderledes måde. Anderledes. It's a good word to. Ja, du synger. Jeg sang en sang om en ugle. Jeg sang en sang om en ugle. And that is not a mistake. That is correct. Jeg sang en sang. I sang a song. Right? Jeg sang, I sang. Jeg sang en sang om en ugle. I sang a song about an owl. The bird. Woo, woo, doesn't matter. Okay, so that's that. Sang a song om en ugle. That was loud. Okay, then you have at nynne. At nynne, what is that? Something we do every day. Can be a little bit annoying, but it feels kind of nice when you do it. At nynne. At nynne is to hum. Like that. Right? At nynne. It's also a girl's name, by the way. Nynne. Ja, man bliver i godt humør af at nynne. Man bliver i godt humør af at nynne. You feel good. You get in a good mood from humming. Man bliver i godt humør. Man kommer i godt humør. You could also say that. I godt humør. En good mood. Af at nynne. From humming. Man bliver i godt humør af at nynne. Det gør man. Ja. Hvad så har vi... hun nynnede, mens hun lavede mad. Hun nynnede, mens hun lavede mad. Hun nynnede, mens hun lavede mad. She was humming while cooking. Like, she was humming while she was cooking. Hun nynnede, mens hun lavede mad. Mad. Hun nynnede. Very nice. Alright. Så har vi, move this, har vi at male. At male. What is that? At male. You know it? Maybe you do. Male is to paint, right? At male, to paint. Hvad har du lyst til at male? Hvad har du lyst til at male? What do you feel like painting? What do you want to paint? Hvad har du lyst til at male? And this is paint both for something artistic, right? You got a canvas or something. It's also for painting a house, the walls. It's the same thing. Male. Hvad har du lyst til at male? Han maler lidt hver dag. Han maler lidt hver dag. Aha, han maler lidt hver dag. He paints a little bit every day. Han maler lidt hver dag. Super. That's easy. Så har vi at tegne. At tegne. What is that? That is to draw. Right? Like with a pen or pencil. At tegne. Well, yeah, whatever you consider drawing, like writing or drawing. No. At tegne. Tegne. You have typo there. Mine bedsteforældre lærte mig at tegne. Mine bedsteforældre lærte mig at tegne. My grandparents taught me how to draw. Mine bedsteforældre lærte mig at tegne. Ja, det gjorde de. Nice. Du har tegnet noget smukt. Du har tegnet noget smukt. Du har tegnet noget smukt. You have drawn Because it's present perfect. Du har tegnet noget smukt. Du har tegnet noget smukt. Something beautiful. Very nice. Go down here. Okay, så har vi... There we go. At skrive. At skrive. At skrive. That is to write. Right? At skrive. Nu skal vi skrive et digt. Nu skal vi skrive et digt. Now we are going to write a poem. Nu skal vi skrive et digt. That's how it is. Nu skal vi skrive et digt. Jeg skrev det ned, selvfølgelig. Jeg skrev det ned, selvfølgelig. I wrote it down, of course. You could also say, selvfølgelig skrev jeg det ned. Like, of course I wrote it down. Then that would be immersion. But not here. Jeg skrev det ned, selvfølgelig. Og jeg skrev det selvfølgelig ned. Ja. Skrev. Because this verb is irregular. Jeg skrev det ned. That's how it is. Okay. Så har vi at betyde. At betyde. What is that about? Betyde is to mean like the meaning of something. Right? At betyde. Okay, that's nice. So at betyde. Jeg ved slet ikke, hvad det ord betyder. Jeg ved slet ikke, hvad det ord betyder. I don't know at all, like no idea. I don't know at all what that word means. Jeg ved slet ikke, hvad det ord betyder. Nice. Det betød rigtig meget, at han gjorde det for os. Det betød rigtig meget, at han gjorde det for os. It really meant a lot that he did it for us. Det betød rigtig meget, at han gjorde det for os. No. Nice. So betød, because this is irregular. Just like skrive is also irregular. There are some verbs where you will have a kind of hard time to conjugate. And that's annoying. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is annoying, but you'll get the hang of it, because you keep reading, you keep listening, you're practicing, you'll hear it a million times, and you cannot forget. Anyway, that was betyde. We got a few verbs left. What we got here? We got at mene. At mene. Mene is also mean, and I guess I should talk about what is the difference between mene and betyde. Betyde is the meaning of something, like the translation, or the thing like the very literal sense what it means. Like betydning, significance also, like this example. Det betød rigtig meget. Like it meant a lot. Like it was a big deal. I could also say det betyder ikke noget. It doesn't mean anything. Right? So like how heavy it is. That kind of significance. Yeah. But mene is what the person, the speaker, is trying to say. Hvad mener du? Like, what do you mean? Betyder, you could not say, hvad betyder du? Like, that would be super weird. You can't say that. You say, hvad betyder det ord? And what does that word mean? Hvad mener det ord? You can't say that because the word doesn't have any will or volition. It doesn't care. It doesn't want to do anything. Right? So, mene is what you mean, what you're trying to say. Okay, good. Because I know some people are kind of confused about this. Lad mig forklare dig, hvad jeg mener. Lad mig forklare dig, hvad jeg mener. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what I mean. Lad mig forklare dig, hvad jeg mener. Okay, nice. Hun mente det jo ikke på den måde. Hun mente det jo ikke på den måde. Hun mente det jo ikke på den måde. So she didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean it in that way. Again, this is about interpreting and understanding. Er det du mener? Is that what you mean? Right? Between two people, you can misunderstand. Det jeg mener er, what I mean is. Right? So yeah, and it's also about how serious you are. Jeg mener det. I'm serious. I mean it. Det er ikke en joke. Det er noget jeg mener. It's something I mean. Something I mean doesn't sound very powerful in English. But you know, you're serious. Jeg mener det. I mean it. Super duper. Så har vi at oversætte. At oversætte. And this is very meta because that is what we're doing. At oversætte means to translate. Right? At oversætte. Ja, at oversætte. Skal jeg oversætte for dig? Skal jeg oversætte for dig? Ja, skal jeg oversætte for dig? Sometimes I speak a little fast and a little bit mumbly because that's how you can expect to hear it in real life. In real life, people are not going to be super clear, so you know, you gotta get used to that. Hvad skal jeg oversætte for dig? Okay, cool, fedt, ja. Should I translate for you? That's pretty easy. Skal jeg? Should I? Do you want me to? Skal jeg oversætte for dig? Selvfølgelig, det skal du da. Of course you should. Alright. Jeg skal nok sørge for, at teksten bliver oversat. Jeg skal nok sørge for, at teksten bliver oversat. Jeg skal nok sørge for, at teksten bliver oversat. I'll see to it that the text is or gets translated. Like, so this is also passive, like the very specific thing, and it gets done. That the text gets or is translated. Bliver oversat. Yeah, it's spelled bliver or bliver, but we almost never say that. Bliver, yeah, sometimes, but a lot of the time we pronounce it bliver, like kind of like this, B-L-I-R, bliver. Some people might put like where's my apostrophe? Something like that. Bliver. There are different ways of doing it. But yeah, spelled bliver, but a lot of the time is pronounced as bliver. Is that annoying? Maybe. But it is what it is. Alright. Last one today. At beskrive. At beskrive. What is this? Okay, gotta mute that again. At beskrive is to describe. Right? We had skrive already, and skrive was to write. So, you know, at beskrive, to describe. Jeg vil forsøge at beskrive det, jeg så. Jeg vil forsøge at beskrive det, jeg så. I will attempt to describe the thing I saw. Jeg vil forsøge at beskrive det, jeg så. Amazing. Nogle ting kan bare ikke beskrives. Nogle ting kan bare ikke beskrives. Some things just cannot be described. And here again, the passive kan ikke beskrives. The bar is just, it's optional. Kan ikke beskrives, cannot be described. And I think it's important, you know. I think it's important to talk about the passive a little bit. I had some examples here, more than I usually put in, because it's something that you need to use, and you need to use it correctly. You have to use it when it makes sense. Again, here it's the things, they cannot be described. Like you don't say to yourself like jeg kan ikke beskrives. Or you could say that like I cannot be described, but you wouldn't say jeg kan ikke beskrives then. Like I cannot describe it. That would be like I cannot be described it. Like, huh? And again, it's, as I always say in these videos, it's okay to make mistakes, but if you have the knowledge, you know, you have some idea of what's right and wrong, it's definitely better to avoid the mistakes, right? So yeah. What you see down here, that's for future videos. Yeah. There's a lot of verbs in Danish, and this was the 8th video. It's before this was what a document, 27 pages. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, whoops, sorry microphone and listeners, that was probably quite loud. So yeah, you know, you can go back and watch the other videos, 1 to 7 with these verbs. This is good if you just want to increase your vocabulary a little bit, but it's not the ultimate, the really powerful thing. As I always say, it is better to read or watch or listen to something that is more like a text, like something coherent, like a story, a conversation, essay, monologue, dialogue, speech, anything you can think of, even a poem, although the sentence structure is a bit weird in poems. Like anything that gives you like long sentences with a lot of conjunctions and, you know, it's leading up to a point. This video is good for building vocabulary, but it's not really gonna take you to a high level. The high level stuff is when you realize that the most valuable videos are the ones with stories and dialogues and so on. I talked about it before, and I don't think I'm gonna stop because it's a very important message. Right? Some things are just better than others in terms of helping you reach a higher level. Right? So yeah, definitely. But this is still good stuff. It's still useful. It's always good to have a few new words in your vocabulary. Definitely. Yeah, I also want to mention that you can see it down here. I have this danishmastery.com. Now I put some little exercises here and got some files. I see, how does it look on your side? Yeah, it looks okay. It's quite zoomed in, but it's okay. So like what you got here is some. Can I zoom out a little bit? Maybe that's probably better. I took some of the things I already wrote, and it's like a bunch of things in these various PDF files, and then just said, okay, you know what, let's do a little grammar breakdown. So I did that, and can I zoom out? Give me a second, guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's how it is when you're changing between tabs. Okay, anyway, so basically what you're seeing here, it's a breakdown. Like I took this text that I had and said, okay, you know, let's look at the words, let's look at prepositions, let's look at verbs, like, let's pick these sentences apart, let's really break down and analyze. And this can be very good. And if you are kind of like at this point where you know a fair amount of Danish, but you feel like I don't know, I would like to have some in-depth explanations. Like I wanna be able to read something, you know, whenever I want it. So it's on your own time. And also sometimes, you know, have a breakdown of these long compound words, why they are constructed that way, and also what the sentence structure is in general, right? Yeah, here's another text. Yeah. So some of these are focused on verbs, some are more on adjectives, some are on prepositions, some of them are on sentence structures. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to read here. This is something that can also let me just move this over here. There you go. This is something that can also help you to make more sense of the Danish language, right? To really read like, oh yeah, that's why the verb is like that. Oh, so this is the synonym, like that's a similar word. This is the antonym, like the opposite thing. I see. So it's like the roadmap. You know, you're getting more of an overview of the Danish language. Again, you can get it here on the website, right? There's there's a cute cat. I know. Yeah, there's like a lot of cool bonuses. But today I just wanted to talk about these grammar breakdowns. It's pretty good stuff. And I'm definitely gonna be adding more in the future, because why not? You need to learn, and that's why I'm here. So yeah, it's awesome. Let's just see if anything is happening. Yeah, it's a little quiet in the live chat because I chose to do it in the Danish morning, very early morning. Like now I'm in Malaysia. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So in Denmark it's 6. Yeah, that's quite early. Yeah. I guess people in the US are mostly sleeping, so it's pretty much only people in Asia watching this. But anyway, we got the Cat Show saying tak for den lektion. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And we got a new silver member. Welcome. Nice. Christina Vasile. Is that how you say it? Maybe not. I probably got the pronunciation wrong. But welcome. Yeah. This is, of course, one of the things that you get if you are a gold or diamond member. Right? You see there. Yeah, it's a lot, and it's all the videos. It's a lifetime access. It's not like a monthly subscription. It's just a one-time payment, and then you have all the videos and a lot of bonuses, right? So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I tend to repeat myself sometimes, but that's just how it is. Alright guys, that's how it was, and that's how it is. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.